Well, howdy do, everybody. Happy Tuesday to everybody out there. Look, I apologize for this morning. Had to be a good dad. Daughter was not feeling the best. Thought she might stay home. Started to feel a little better. All of a sudden, I had to take her to school because mom had already left. So you gotta be the cape's gotta come out and you gotta fly her to school. That's just how it goes. So yeah, and because work starts right on the nose at 9, I had no time to sort of push it earlier into the morning. So here we are, my friends, at night doing a night mug. But I also, because of the extreme last minute of everything, did not have a chance to change graphics or anything to convert this to an evening chug. So we're keeping it the morning mug because that's how I prepped everything at the last minute and they couldn't be changed. So that's it, y'all. So, hey, the same rule applies. Grab a drink, grab a snack. Oh, because it is definitely time for the morning mug, evening mug. Let's go. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the morning mug. Now let's chat. All right, y'all. Well, I got Aquaman today. There it is, King of the Seven Seas, doing his thing. Man, how the heck are you guys? Welcome to the evening show. It's always good to chat. I'm all ramped up from the day. Work is done. Now I don't have the stress of work starting in an hour. So, maybe we'll play around a little bit, see what you guys want to chat about. So, we got a few things lined up. Computer's acting a little wonky, so bear with me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to share a ton of screen things because I literally shut down like minutes before this and did a restart and all that jazz. But hey, we'll play it by ear. The huckster's here. You're here. That's all that counts. So yeah, let's just jump in there. I'm not even going to put the bug up because it's not the morning mug, but we got the huck there. So let's see who's here. I already saw before I came on, Stacy Acres of Movies is here, and she's throwing out a couple of things, asking me what is your favorite scene in a thriller where the person realizes that they have been lied to, or the whole thing is what they seem. I know a really good one to that, and that is Primal Fear. If you guys have seen Primal Fear, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I won't tee it up too much, but it stars De Niro, I believe De Niro and Edward Norton. That is a good little thriller. It's got some little twisteronies in there. And my favorite James Woods performance, I don't know. I actually kind of like The Hard Way with Michael J. Fox. And now people don't talk about that movie, but that was pretty fun. Pretty fun flick. Little cop. He's an actor that rides along with him. And he has to show him the ropes and he doesn't want to and all that jazz. So, all right. And this will be the third one. You get 3, Stacy. Here we go. What if De Niro said no to Raging Bull? Who would you have cast? I would cast no one because Stallone is better as Rocky. And I say, we don't need Raging Bull. Get it out of here. There it is. Guy, what's going on, man? Hey there, everybody. Drop us a like when you chime in. Yeah, look, we're here at the evening chug. Yeah, let me switch over to it. There it is. Where are we at? We got like 11 watching right now because I know we're, just sort of surprising everybody. Probably a lot of people aren't really expecting an evening show tonight, but, we already got 10 likes just for starting the show, and that's kind of cool. Collecting Movie Man, what's up, Dave? Says I'm doing well tonight. How about you, sir? What do you think Sue's gonna get? And the Steelbook crew targeted today. I don't know. Are you ready for that guy? Are you ready? Are you all ready? So you've missed it all morning. You said to yourself, man, Huck.
What's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey! What's Sue gonna get? And these guys too.
How the Steelbook crew. Tell him, Sue.
What's Sue gonna get?
What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey! What's Sue gonna get?
Well, there we go. So, yeah, here we go. We're gonna find out what Sue and the Steelbook crew and all you other fine folk that went out. If you're still doing boots to the ground to a brick and mortar, more power to you. Please check out a video I just dropped like the other day about Walmart having like literally they're on their way out, y'all. Like the selection I have. Come on, let's get a better one here. Let's go. We'll go on this side. You know, well, that's not the best either, is it? Come on, Bob. We'll just okay. Hold on. See, I tell you. See, I didn't get to do that. There we go. We'll go here. So my phone. So anyway, I went out to Walmart and my entire movie section, which used to be a nice little end cap with something on the right side, and then all the way down on the left and right, all the way down, tons of movies. In this day and age, that's a ton. That's right. A lot of the TV stuff was on the left, and then you got your Steelbooks, and all the way down is just it's all a mixed match of stuff. Now, y'all, it's two end caps, little over here, nothing on this side of the end cap, and then half of the row on this side, half the row. Go watch my video. You're going to be blown away. And this just happened within weeks because I was just there a couple of weeks ago, and boom, it's now that. And I actually had a, yeah, look, I'll tell you, I got busted. Dude's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, I'm just showing my friend, like, how, like, you don't have any movies. What's going on with that?" And like, totally flipped the bucket on him. And he's just like, "Oh, yeah, no one's buying that stuff. Nobody cares anymore." I'm like, "How dare you?" So anyway, so that's a bad sign. I mean, if he's telling me the reason it's like that is because no one's just buying, maybe at the store. The fun thing about posting that video is I'm getting a lot of people chiming in, which I appreciate, and everyone's being like cool and respectful except for like two people. But I was gonna get a couple of those. But it is what it is, and some people's stores are still flourishing, which is awesome. Mine, that one is down in the dumps, and some people tell me their Walmart has none. So it's definitely a case by case, region by region thing, what people are up against. So let me know in the comments, what are you up against? Like, I mean, it's pretty much the only place that's left, unless you go to swap meets or thrift stores. But you're not going to get new releases at places like that. You're going to be stuck with collections that people are turning in, and and that's to repopulate your collection. That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get brand new stuff. So yeah, let me know. In the meantime, here we go. Speaking of new stuff, now I'm gonna say there's two sites now, because my buddy Caveman out there, he gave me a backup, Digital Bits, because Blu-ray.com was on the fritz last week and we couldn't share nothing with you guys. However, the first one on here, Basic Instinct Steelbook 4 on Amazon, it's not there. It says, "We do not know when will we get more of these back." It doesn't even say like stock sold out. Here, like, I'll just look and see what it says. It says currently unavailable. We don't know when or if this item will be back in stock. And I would assume it's never been in stock, because I'm just now clicking on it and it doesn't say temporary. Usually if you have stock, it'll say temporarily sold out. So it feels to me like they never got any, but you guys let me know. Maybe you pre-ordered your Basic Instinct and you already got it. So I just did a quick Google search, and some do pop up on eBay for $40. So if you want it, there you go. Also up is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I love to watch all three of these with the family, and we enjoyed these quite a bit. This is a very, very good trilogy. All of the movies are good. Okay, on Criterion, you got some Chungking Express. You got some Sands of Iwo Jima on 4K, Donovan's Reef, King of New York, all on 4K. I got the Eel. And of course, you're going to have tons of different versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And you got your two steelbooks there with Sonic and Shadow there. That's pretty cool. Right? Shadow, I might just forget the character all of a sudden. And the slipcover up top there. You got The Informant with Matt Damon on 4K. What else do they got? Got The Good German, Baby It's You. Now, Hard Eyes, I'm very excited about this. I'm a little shocked it's so low on their little presentation. That should be top row right there, man. I loved Hard Eyes. A little shocked we're only getting a Blu-ray. This has happened to quite a few things, like Poor Things only got a Blu-ray. This is getting a Blu-ray. Renfield only got a Blu-ray until, of course, about a year later. What did we get? That's right, 4K. But excellent movie. If you have not seen it, it is my favorite type of horror. It's a horror comedy, and I think it blends those two genres so well. Just loved it. Batman Ninja versus Yakuza. Well, I don't know what that is. But you got several versions of that. You got John Wayne and Donovan's Reef on Blu-ray. Skip across things. Oh, yeah, of course, the Lower Decks, the complete series. See, here's the thing. I've already picked up 3. So do I buy 4 and 5 and finish it up that way? Or do I just, cut my loss right in the middle and then get the whole kit and caboodle? Because probably for buying 2 seasons to finish it up, that'll cost more than waiting for that to go on sale and getting the entire series. Oh, the dilemma. Oh, William, what to do? What to do? What should I do, y'all? Y'all tell me. Say go for the 2 huck, or just say, oh, cash it in and get the complete set in one tasty little package. What else we got? Ninja Terminator. Let's see. Heavens above. Just seeing if I recognize anything here. Bossa Nova. More Sands of Virginia. Evil Bong 3D, y'all. Oh, who's getting that? And that's about it. All right, so there you go. So that's I think I rattle off the good stuff there. It's funny because the digital bits page and this one are pretty much similar, but they did not list the Basic Instinct on their page. Almost like they knew. They knew, y'all. But I'm just giving it a quick looky-loo over there and see if they have anything. Yeah. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's we'll switch that for you. Boop, boop. See what you think of this one. Ready? What's going on, y'all? Y'all doing good? Everybody get out there in YouTube land. So this is the digital bits page. See, this is kind of cool. And they start right out of the gate with Sonic. There's no Basic Instinct up here. Of course, like Rockstars, they put Star Trek at the top. Bonus points, digital bits. And Hard Eyes right there on number 2. But as you look, we don't get any of that Basic Instinct here. Now there's, okay, ready? I had to go past that peep show. Can we show no peep show? Might get a flag. But right here, I just laugh at this one, the Gingerbread Man collection in a cookie tin. I mean, that is pretty boss right there. Heretic. Well, it says a steelbook, but I don't know if that's the right. I mean, that is sort of a foreign release because it's got the stickers. So who's getting that? Who's getting that? So there you go. So you see some different stuff here, right? King of Glory, The Thicket, Carmen, Art of Nothing. So you get a little bit of, different stuff depending on which site that you use. Some called Punk Kids. Glitch Ditch. Oh, I hate to get stuck in Glitch Ditch. Glitch Ditch 45 to be exact. Alien Country. Look at this, man. Breast Friends Club. Oh, yeah. Come on, guy. Are we signing up? Cannibal Troll. What? Cannibal Troll? Hell yeah, man. See, now that should be in the Walmart bins, right? Cannibal Troll. That's perfect for that little cheesy section. And we're going to talk about that in just a second as soon as I get done with this. Anything else? Yeah. All right, that's good. So, all right. So now that we've learned, all right, you guys let me know what you're getting. But now that we've learned that my Walmart's certainly on the way out, that's because look, that is exactly, y'all, exactly what Target was doing. Target had 2 rows, and then it was just one side, and then it was literally exactly the same thing. An end cap, half a row is all vinyl and collectibles, and then the back half of the row is back to the movies and DVDs and TV shows, right? And that's what Walmart is now. And the right side of the shelf, if you flip over to the other row, it's all just video games and collectibles. So that is it. So it's 2 end caps and then half a row on one side. Target did that, and within 6 months, it was gone. So that's what I predict is going to happen at my place. So, but that's all right. Look, I do a lot of shopping online. I'll be honest already. I just sort of love putting, foot to pavement and going shopping sometimes and doing that and doing videos for you guys because those are a lot of fun. But if it's gone, so be it. It's not the end of the world, as you guys know. We have other means to get our movies. It's just another step towards, the man keeping us down, right, y'all? Like if they keep it out of the stores, people won't want it, and they'll go away, and everybody start paying for their subscriptions. But we're too smart for that, y'all. We have all these. Do you know? Right now on my computer, I have a folder that says movies and more, right? It's a folder. And in that folder is probably, I'm looking 50 plus different websites I have bookmarked to go find movies and purchase them. At least 50. So we're okay, y'all. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. You guys rock, by the way. Ooh, rock me, Alma Davis. So, okay, here we go. Hey, caveman, everybody's getting some haze in there. Hey, Hug, did you check out what I sent you today? No, I've been swamped today, bruh. I did see some of this, though. Yeah, but yeah. So there is, and again, I can't pull a ton of this up because I just didn't have a chance. But what Dave is talking about is, there's some leaked photos of Supergirl. She's about this tall, the photo, all fuzzy, and like Lobo, and there's a picture of him on a motorcycle, and I don't know, it all looks a little sus, as the kids would say. I mean, the Supergirl thing's legit because she's literally walking around the set and doing all this, but the Lobo stuff is like stills, and we all know what Jason Momoa is going to look like. There's already been like fan art produced of him, AI versions produced. So trying to fake his look isn't hard at this point because he already kind of looks like Lobo anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a pretty lousy first shot, at least with James Gunn. And we got that great shot. Yeah, great shot. It's like Superman putting on his boots. I'm like, man, were you slapping boots with old Lois Lane? Why are you putting on your shoes? You know what I'm saying? But Van Gool is here. Hello, Van Gool. What's your favorite scene in a Western where a new stranger goes into town? Actually, I just recently watched Django Unchained. Whoa, that was the first time watched too. That was good. So, I mean, just watch that. You'll know the scene. The scene, they all go into the bar and all hell breaks loose. And he does a little non-linear sort of way of doing it. So it's the one that sort of happens a little bit later in the movie when they all kind of show up and they show what happened from a different perspective. It's kind of cool. But Adrian James is here. Greetings, old boy. Hey there. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing great because you guys are here and I'm pumped. I'm in a good zone. I'm not getting anything this week, nor am I, but I have picked up 2 new Blu-rays. I picked up 40-year-old Virgin, and tomorrow I have Aviary coming. That is excellent. Excellent. Fish. Hey, Huckster. You have you evening sneakster. That's right. I was sad when there was no mug this morning. Oh, I know. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, I know you're probably trying to head out, get a little Huckster into your world, but I had to save the day for my daughter. So I mean, literally last minute, I'm like literally sitting in here and like 7:48. I'm like, Brooke, do you feel like going to school? And she's like, yeah, I'm good for school. I'm like, okay, change graphic. That's weird because I changed the graphic and then it still didn't update. But what ifs? So yeah, here we are, man. Everyone smash that like button for Caveman and me. Button. Everybody needs to slap a button. Hard way, yes. John Badham, very underrated. Yeah, many more. Cool. So yeah, I like anybody that's like, oh yeah, hard way. What did Sue get? I don't know. So I'm gonna guess she got Sonic 3. Probably. I mean, that's kind of the go-to, right? And maybe Hard Eyes. She likes horror movies. She probably got Sonic, Heart Eyes. Now you can't get the 4K, so you are stuck with the Blu-ray if you're okay with that. But because I know she loves those cheesy horror movies, she may have picked up that one we were just talking about. Let's see, what was the title on that? That's super. Oh yeah, Alien Country. That looked terrible. Cannibal Troll. If she didn't get it, I feel like Dave, one of the Steelbook crews, Dave, Tony, one of you boys, if you're watching, I totally feel like Cannibal Troll is something Dave would pick up. So Dave, if you're watching, I gotta know. Did you pick that up? It's got your name written all over it, man. Okay. Hey, Hoss Make Pizza. Huckleberry Finn. What's up, brother? Favorite Bond movie? Dude. Right there, man. Spy Who Loved Me. Also for me. Because Moore was my movie Bond. When growing up, he was the first Bond I got to see in the theater. And specifically, that was my first one. His first two, Remember the Golden Gun and Live and Let Die, those two I saw on television. And then I got to see that. My dad took me, so I was like, dude, bro, and dad, and all of his boys are going. And dude, it's got my favorite Bond car, the Lotus Esprit, the one that turns into a freaking submarine with rocket launchers. How is this not everyone's favorite? So I'm with you, Hoss, to still watch along. Tony, there he is. What'd you get? Tony, did you get Cannibal Troll? You better have gotten Cannibal Troll. I got to know. I'm gonna be rolling down. You got to tell me. Tell the world. And then send him over to Tony's. And then when you're done here, go to Tony's channel and watch his video if he went out. I've been working all day, so I haven't seen anybody's videos today. So I never did finish the movie. I was watching with Jamie Foxx for the 50-week movie challenge. Oh, I found out he was born a few days. Yeah. Yeah, you never did finish the movie. It's good. I loved it. I thought it was so good. KB, hey buddy, I know you got a thing tonight with James at 20th and 21st movies. I apologize for the conflict. I had no idea this was going to happen. So, guys, if you're good at it, get 2 tabs going. Get my boy, go to 20th and 21st century movies and 21st movies. And KB, I think he's a guest over there tonight. If I remember seeing the pop-up, something popped up and told me that was happening this evening. So if that's the case, y'all, go check him out. Let's see. I'm just looking. I'm looking. Anyway, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I think they have a show tonight. If not, hey, still love you, KB. Hey, Tony. Oh, come on. See, my computer's working slow. There we go. Hi, Tony. Hey, Tony B. Hello. KB, how's it going? Look, it's like the legend comes in. It's like freaking Denzel Washington came into my screen right here. How was the Minecraft movie on the road to the billion? Well, dang it, Caveman, you were just the key of teeing me up tonight. Love it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. All right. So let's share my screen with you. Here we go, Zul. Now let's over there, Bob. There you go. So here we go. This is the weekend of the box office. Here we go from April 11th to April 13th. Minecraft, y'all. I was expecting this. It was a big hit, 163, I believe, on the first weekend, and this only dropped 50%. That is an excellent drop. I think it's like 50.2, something in that area. And it got 78.5 mil. That is a super strong second weekend for this movie. Absolutely great. In fact, if you take this movie and you add up all the other 9, as you saw on my thumbnail, if you add all the other 9 movies up, they didn't even beat Minecraft in its second week. They totaled about 63 in their togetherness. But there it is, man. Look at Minecraft. And look, I contributed to the second week because when I went and saw it, I really built it up as a fun time. Again, I love, there's so many people out there, y'all. Either you had fun with the movie or you're looking for other ways to describe the movie and you're embarrassed because so many people are saying, hey, look, man, hey, look, this movie, it's a good time, but it's a bad movie. I mean, it's a bad movie. It's stupid. It's a stupid, bad movie. But I had a good time, man. I mean, I was laughing. It was fun. I love this movie, but it's a bad movie. I mean, look, if I was thoroughly entertained twice, I went the second time with my wife because she was like reading all these great things and all these reviews and people are like, and the, chicken jockey and people are, going nuts. She's like, what is happening in this movie? By the way, don't wreck your cinema just for chicken jockey people. So uncouth. But we went and dude, from the start, she was laughing. She was laughing right next to me because we played this with our daughter. So growing up, and so we know enough about Minecraft to get some of the inside jokes. So if you don't know anything about it, I don't know. It's hard to say, would you enjoy it? Probably. It's still a bright, colorful, funny movie. Like knowing the ins and outs of things was not every joke in the movie. It's just a funny movie. So out of the gate, she was laughing. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm next to the woman I love. She's laughing already. And we just had a great time. I had another great time watching this movie. And no, I will not end that compliment by saying, but it's a bad movie. But it's a bad movie. That movie I will buy on 4K. It'll be in my collection happily. And I am proud to say that. So there to all them peeps out there. Let's keep going, y'all. The King of Kings. A nice little religious story chock full of actors like Oscar Isaacs playing Jesus. Made 19.3 mil. That's a pretty good debut for a movie that really I heard nothing about. Didn't know anything about it till probably a week before I started seeing things pop up on YouTube. I'm like, oh, what is this thing? And bam, out of the gate, almost 20 mil. The Amateur, Rami Malek. Now, I almost went and saw that, but I saw something else, so we'll keep going. But The Amateur, Rami Malek, trying to seek revenge on these people that killed his wife, got 14.8. Warfare is getting a really good word of mouth, saying it's probably one of the best movies of the year. 8.3 million. Yours truly, Hector. I'm not a big war movie guy. It is not one of my favorite genres. However, I have seen lots of great war movies. I love The Hurt Locker. I love Saving Private Ryan. I loved 1917. Man, that was freaking great. So there are great war movies. It's just not a genre that I seek out. But I did go see the last movie on this list, and that is Drop. So let's talk about Drop for a second, just a little bit. So Drop got 7.3. It was in 4th place. And it is by our friends at Blumhouse. So basically, this is a story, if you've seen the trailer. She goes on a date and leaves her son with her sister to babysit the kid. And then, while the date's going on, she keeps getting these threatening texts that if she doesn't do this and do that, they'll kill the son. And, now kill your date. If you don't, we're going to kill your son. And it just keeps going. And then it's like, don't tell him what's happening or we'll kill your son. It's always the tagline. We'll kill your son. So, so she just doesn't really know how to really respond to it. And as it keeps going on and on and on, it's like, who is sending her these texts? Because when it's just airdrops, by the way, it's not text, they're airdrops, which means you have to be in a certain circumference to, successfully send a drop. That's why it's called drop, right? Airdrop. And so, so they know it's somebody in the restaurant. So now you got all the suspects flying out. Is it the bartender? Is it the waiter? Is it this dude? Is it the concierge? Is it the chick in the bathroom? Is it the dude she keeps running into? So there's all these suspects. And it almost overstays its welcome in that gimmick. Okay, enough of these drops. Like somebody needs to start doing something. She needs to find this person or, and then right about when that was about to get triggered, she does discover who it is, and I won't tell you, of course. And if you've seen it, y'all, don't tell nobody here. But and so it was good. It was good. I didn't think it was stupendous. Like if you're trying to save money, is this something to run out and go see in the cinema? I don't know. I loved. Oh, by the way, let me share my birthday. My birthday was last week, y'all, on Thursday. And here's a couple of birthday presents. So my wife and daughter, they gave me Companion on 4K, y'all. I just wanted to share my birthday presents with you. So this is so good. It's probably one of my favorite. I mean, easily, it's like top three movies of the year so far. It's Companion. Love that. Also picked up a couple for myself during the Groove sale where these were like $9 each. And I finally got Abigail, also only on Blu-ray, no 4K of that. And same with American Fiction. So I have these three in my collection now. Super excited about that. But Companion just didn't get good marketing either. I was like shouting to the rafters, y'all, go see that movie. It was so good. I also love Novocaine. Go see that. Drop, it's good. It's a good thriller. And if you catch it on streaming, I think you will enjoy it. So I'm trying to sort of help you guys if you're trying to decide, is it worth spending a lot of money for? So that's my take on Drop. So it's good. It's not great, but it's good. What else do I want to say? I'm trying to decide if I want to say anything else about Drop. So here's the thing though. I think the reason maybe is it has to be exceptional with films like this. Because man, I just feel like lately, every week, I mean, if you look at the releases, I feel like every week there's a horror suspense thriller movie. Almost every week. And as someone who has the Regal Pass and tries to get out and see something every weekend, I get a little tired of it always being that. And it was also the time frame. Like I wanted to see the amateur instead of drop, but we were doing something with my girls earlier in the afternoon, and then I was going to make dinner. And so the only movie that fell perfectly into my available spot between all that was drop. Amateur was much later. And now, of course, Sinners is going to start next weekend. And so I'm worried, like, wow, when am I going to see the amateur? So yeah, so that's that. Now, before we completely move on, let's go ahead and look at what's coming out, y'all, next week. So if you thought this week was chock full, so here we go. I think there is only one competition on this, unless I forgot one. I mean, I tried to look at this stuff, but Sinners with Michael B. Jordan is certainly the one that's going to give Minecraft a run for its money in the third week. So if you cut Minecraft in half, if it keeps dropping 50, which is a good amount, that puts it about 40 or 38. I feel like Sinners has a little bit of heat behind it that it could get 40 or 50, something like that. So there's a really good chance if the audience is there, it can take number one. Now, this was spring break last week, and maybe this week, I forget where everyone's spring break is falling, but it certainly won't be spring break next week when the movie is out. So there's that. That's going to affect, the week. I think for the Minecraft being dropped right during this whole spring break time, man, that was some smart cookie thinking. But yeah, there you go. So Sinners. Anybody going to go see Sinners? That's probably going to be the one if I have any chance. Again, more weekends booked, y'all. Going to see the uncle this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, we got stuff. So I'll be lucky if I actually even get to squeeze one in. This might be, I haven't missed too many weeks so far, but this might be one that I miss. All right, so let's, well, hold on. Let me just see. What was my next graphic? Okay, we'll save that. We'll save that one. Let's get back to you guys and gals, friends and pals. Caveman, all those kids going to see it. Yep. Grab Paddington in Peru. Nice. Good. Just ate a late dinner after my live stream. Oh, was it the time difference? Yeah. Again, I was just working like a freak show and I saw it was coming. I thought it was at 7, but yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, I bet it was awesome. I'm going to go check y'all out tonight. Promise, KB. I was excited when I saw that. I was like, oh. The closest Walmart to me has no steelbook section, but they do have a ton of TV. Okay, let's talk about that too. All right, KB, everybody, here we go. Dell, what's up? All right, let's talk. So you go into Walmart. This is, work with me. Let's go down this path together. I'm gonna set the mood. Everybody, adjust your lighting. It's too dark. Huh? There it is. And we're gonna talk about what they could do to improve the attraction of the movies in their store. So for me, when you go into Walmart, it's very all over the place, right? It's like they're almost trying to get it somewhere, but I feel like if they treated it more like a Blockbuster, right? So they always have the new releases on the front. Perfect. On the side, they used to have steelbooks. And man, they would end up in a different section. Some would be over there, but then there's just also regular movies like tucked in. And by the way, they're not even supposed to be there. Like if you look at the movie that's sitting there, it is a tag for a steelbook. So someone either just put it there or the guy doing the shelves doesn't care and he's just trying to make things look filled up. I don't know. But if you got your steelbook section, fill it up. Let's give that. They were doing such a good job with that. When they first took it on, they took on that challenge from Best Buy. And they said, we'll do it. It was there. Now it ain't. So side, steelbooks, new release, other side, empty. Okay, do something else for the other side. If your new releases, these are the current ones, then just roll those over. Like every 2 weeks, put those on the left side so that that's still your new release rack. So you got steelbooks, new release, right? So the super news are in the front, and a week or 2 or 3 or 4 older ones, you put it on the side. There's your new release portion. Cool. Then you had the TV section, and that was pretty accurate. Like when I went to my Walmart before they totally trashed it now, it had a really solid TV section. Loved it. I even I got my Get Smart section from them. So if you look at a bunch of my past videos, you'll see I'm always looking at the TV stuff. And then sort of after that, though, it's all up in the air. It's all just sort of whatever, right? It's just whatever after that. You might get, like for me on the right side after the new releases, they used to have sort of like the cheesy horror section, like I was saying, like the, the alien, what is it? What was that movie? Zombie Croc? I don't know, whatever. Those really bad, like Shudder, horror movies and stuff like that, or Sharknado type stuff. They did have a little section of that. So bravo, right? But like sort of really embrace those genres. Like, so each little pod, so when you go there, okay, I'm in my cheesy, Sharknado section. I'm in my TV section, right? And if you just kind of keep that going, I don't know, theme it up, it makes it easier to browse. It gets you like kind of pumped. And then like actually between the rows, because there is a row break in between, like where you're walking through, they did have end caps on both of those. And a lot of times that would be the Valentine stuff or the Halloween stuff that have the glow in the dark stuff. And they kept that going as well. So now the Easter stuff, it's probably sitting there. Well, it's not sitting there because I was just there and they don't even have it anymore. So that's what those end caps used to be. So that was decent, although they didn't completely embrace that. Sometimes it would be half of it and then the bottom half is just kind of random. So I don't know. That's where I feel like Walmart could have stepped it up and really owned physical media. Now I say that knowing full well that some of your Walmarts out there do have a good selection still. So that's great. They're probably still disorganized to an extent. Like I said, I think their TV section is the only thing they nail down. They go, here's TV, pow. And by the way, you're going to find the Addams Family down there at the back too. So it's not, all of our TV isn't going to be in the TV section. You will find some TV at the end of the aisle. So there you go. That's my 2 cents, y'all, of how I feel like they could have maintained some love for physical media, which is disappearing from my Walmart. Go watch my video. I've already cracked the 3,000 views. Can't believe it. You guys are amazing. But I knew it. I just had to show you guys. I had to. Heads to. KB, Adrian, Dill, Brother Dale, KB. Look at that. I tell you guys, it's like a hangout. I love it. It's like a bar, man. Everybody grab a drink. Come on up. Walmart is not consistent in each store. It's a hot hit and miss, depending on what store you get. Yeah, that's what I was just saying that, brother. But if I drive like 25, 30 minutes away, there's another Walmart, and it is that they have a steelbook wall. They have 4 sides of them. Dang, that's cool. I do have one other Walmart around, so I don't know when, because like I said, we're going to be gone all weekend. I'll have to head down to that one and see if they have it any better. But the last time I was there, they were also whittling down their rows. And they're also one of the Walmarts they're sealing all their movies in cases with keys. So you got to get an employee with keys because they were getting stolen. Like I was asking this one lady, I remember what was it? Cutthroat Island. I was looking for Cutthroat Island and the Doctor Strange Steelbook. Those came out, I think, around the same time. And lady goes and looks. She goes, well, I mean, it says we have one in stock. She goes, but could have been stolen. Like she said it without even, thinking, like it happens all the time, which it did. And I'm like, why is that a thing? She goes, oh yeah, people just walk right out with them. They just grab them and go. I'm like here I am trying to like ask for the copy, pay for the copy. And she's people just hitting the road, just wagging it out the door. So they're sealing a lot of theirs up. So if they're tired of doing that, and here's the thing, I think when you seal stuff up, it dissuades people like us who like to pick it up and look at the back and maybe see what it's about, especially those cheesy horror movies. Now we can't do that. So we're just going to not bother. I'm not going to go bother a dude to get a key to open the thing so I can look at Crocnado and go, nope, boom, and then I'm out. Crocnado's pretty sharp. There you go. Hey, Brother Dell. Adrian. Hey, Huck. What's up, Jeff? What's good, Mr. Juggalo? That is a Lionsgate Limited. It's the only way to get Basic Instinct. There you go. So If you want it, y'all, it's not at Amazon. So do a little Googling. Get your little Google fingers going and go snag it. It looks good. Looks good. But I didn't have time to snag it because I just learned about it just now. So by the time this is over, see, I'll have gotten everybody all frothing at the mouth to go get it, and it'd be sold out. Huh? We just sold the last one to this dude named Caveman. What? Could happen. Hey, Huck, did you hear that Tombstone is completely sold out everywhere? The only place you can get is overseas. Well, you got my target for it. Nice. Good job, man. I did not get it. I didn't get it. I just have to live with my Blu-ray, I reckon. I'm really worried about Kingdom of Heaven when that goes up for pre-order because there's going to be 3 different cuts of the movie in there, and they're all going to be on 4K. Well, pre-order then. It seems like everybody that's if you want something that bad, it seems like the only thing that saves your butt these days is pre-order. Everybody that pre-ordered, I don't know about everybody, but a lot of people that pre-ordered Daylight, the Stallone movie, got one. I did not, because I was, I knew the Kino sale was coming. It's here now. And I was going to add it to cart now. Well, guess what? Snooze, you lose, Huck. So I just live with my Blu-ray, I cannot have FOMO, right, y'all? We just can't. If you missed it, you missed it. But if you still got a copy of the movie and it looks good, I'm happy camper. Two new commentaries. Nice. Captain America Steelbook looks nice. I bet it does, man. I think when Armageddon goes up this year for pre-order and Con Air, I think you're probably right. I think you're right. Those are humongous action films that people love. So those are probably ones, if you really want those, pre-order might be the way to go. That's how my Walmart has looked since last October. There you go, Jeff. So you gotta let me know then. So let's just play it. We'll take them to the end of the year. We'll give them the whole year. And at the end of the year, let me know if it's shrunk or if it's maintained. If it's maintained, maybe that's just how they're going to do it until the day comes where that's it. But I doubt once they've shrunk it, they're going to grow it back out. Like, you know what? We feel bad about what we did, everybody. Let's add a row. They're not going to do that. Huckster, the Asian action assassin, Princey Movies is here. 23rd chapter, and This Earth starts now. Nice, dude. I can't do that because of what I have up. But if you want, I can share some with you. On what you call it? Instagram Kid Paws. There's my love. What up, girl? My wifey there. Hi, everyone. Just got home from work and I'm pooped. I'm glad I almost like super read that too fast and said, and I'm pooping. But no, she's pooped. She's tuckered out. She's tuckered out, y'all. She's having probably a nice dinner in the other room. I'm just sitting here, wagging my gums. Hey, Prince. I'm really trying to avoid all this. Dude, Dell, me and you, brother. Look, that's my favorite dude, Soups. I've seen enough. And look, I know there's going to be a new trailer. Not gonna see it. Quote Dana Carvey. Not gonna that. Not gonna that. I will be there. Like I saw Minecraft twice, and I got to see the opening 5 minutes twice, or at least a 5-minute clip. I don't know if that's technically the opening of the movie, but it's where he hits the snow, and the dog comes and gets him and takes him to the fortress. That's a 5-minute clip now, and it was delightful. I was laughing, and I was like, I think what we really haven't seen is Superman being very super in anything yet, except for that one save with the girl with the things flying past him. But he's really just acting like a shield, and he's stuck in the fire of a, kaiju and all that. But really, Superman, I think Gunn is saving. I just can only hope. The stuff we haven't seen is going to be epic in epic. It's just gonna be epic. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I'm with you, dude. I'm trying to avoid the leaks and all that stuff. 16 watching, 15 like smack that button, y'all. Caveman, hey Dell. Heard of my Captain America Brave New World Steelbook. Match gonna get cheaper than the slipcover. Slipcover is $50. Steelbook's $45. What? Slipcover is more than the Steelbook? Boo, hiss. Of all the Equalizer movies with Denzi Do, which favorite of the 3? You know what? I hate to say this. I'm new to the game. I've only seen the first one. However, I'm going to tell you, I loved it. Like I watched it last year during my 52-week challenge. I don't know what the week was for, but Equalizer it was like a TV show that had been turned into a movie. There you go, just came back. And so I picked Equalizer, loved it. So I'm just sort of looking to pick up the trilogy now. Either get the 3-pack on Blu-ray, which I think has got like a super sale right now, or just maybe get it the 4Ks, which aren't really super cheap right now. But so the first one's my favorite because I've not seen the other two. For Your Eyes Only, Roger Moore was my Bond. Yes, sir, me and you, bruh. Smirk88 is here. Greetings, Smirkle boy. Great minds think alike on Spy Who Loved Me, Barbara Bach. Hello. Yes, cannot be beat as a Bond girl. I will say, when I go to make my Bond girl ratings, guess who my favorite Bond girl is? And I'll even tell you, she is not in the Roger Moore or Sean Connery. Now, Kitten Paws knows the answer, so can't cheat, girl. But I do have a favorite Bond girl, and she kicks ass. That's all I'm saying. I want you guys to guess. Put it on down there, y'all. Come on now. Oh, does this thing? I was going to look on here. Let's do a thing. Let's do a goal. I'm just going to have fun. I don't care. And you guys don't have to do this. I just want to see what happens. All right, we're going to set a super chat goal at 30 minutes. Let's see. I'll do my Carlton dance. Wow, there we go. Let's just see what happens, y'all. All right. Here we go. Let's get back to it. Sarah's here. Yes, it's me always. Greetings, Sarah Smirk. Hello. It's all good. Look, this was a surprise nighttime show for everybody. Came because I had to cancel this morning last minute. Would you guys Jennifer Jason Leigh or someone else as Hillary Clinton? She's a pretty good option, actually. I think it was pretty good. What do you like better, cellular or drop? That's a great question. Without hesitation, cellular. I love to sell. When that was over, that was recommended to me by my buddy Tim, Mr. Tim Talks Talkies. And it just, I was riveted. I had such a good time with that movie. Picked it up on Blu-ray. Drop, it's good. I doubt I'll add it to the collection. Like I don't, it's not even that I doubt. I won't. It was good. It was a good one and done. And thank you for the late happy birthday, sir. It was last week, April 10th. Greetings. What up, Steve? Scott. Greetings, Huck and Flick friends. Nice. What's up, dog? Good to see you here, man. The only movies I will be seeing in theaters. Top 15, 25. I've only seen one on your list. Oh, well, you got to work on that. All for Huckleberry. Thank you. Hey, Steve and Sarah. There it is. Belated birthday. I'm glad you liked my friends. Yep, happy birthday message. Dude, that was so good. Like, can't go wrong. If you slap up a Friends, a Star Trek, or Superman of anything, you've got my attention. You got releases on your list. I'm getting nice. Go get them, girl. Hello, everyone. Just playing Lego Star Wars. Dude. Nice to mention. Lego Star Wars is awesome. That is a fun freaking... Okay, here's another thing, too. I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple guy. I do not like super complicated video games at all. Like, no lie, I still play Angry Birds on my phone. No lie. Like, my daughter will tell you. We'll just be sitting there if we got to kill time or we're waiting in line or something like that. We both got our phones out. I'm playing Angry Birds. Yes, I'm still playing Angry Birds. Because it's just fun. It's calm. It's a cool game. It's not complicated. And literally... if I got 30 seconds, like suddenly the thing changes and I have to move on and I knock down a couple of things, boom, way to go, birds. So Lego, great games. We're a big fan of the Lego games out here. Fact, our favorite thing to play was on the PlayStation 4 was Lego Dimensions. Dimension, do you have that? So Lego Dimensions, you guys have never played it. It's all gone now. They discontinued it, which is heartbreaking because what you can do is you buy the game itself and then you keep buying the figures. It's very similar to what they did for Infinity on all the platforms, where you buy the figure, and by buying the figure, that figure goes into the game, and then they have all their powers and abilities and stuff like that. And dude, seriously, you could have Superman playing with Knight Rider kit with Mr. T and Scooby Doo and a Ghostbuster, like, you know what I mean, like with Harry Potter, and the combinations of IPs fighting side by side were infinite. And it was delicious. And I was so sad that, you know, they were building and building, and they never quite managed to get to Indiana Jones, which I thought was coming because I knew Lego owned Indiana Jones for their platform. And Star Wars never showed up inside of Lego Dimension, but man, it had so much good IP. And then suddenly the gravy train was gone. Just like our movies, man. It just suddenly someday that gravy train, it's gonna be out the window. So yeah, man. So good on you for playing that. Love it. Which one? Which one are you playing? Which one are you playing? Join as well. Hey, Hug. What's up, Michael? Hey, there he is. Check him out. Love your smile, bro. I love it. You got that huckster energy in your smile. Love it. Eddie's here. What's up, man? Booty. What's the booty? You're hilarious. New Amazon Towers Drive today. Nice. Steve says, hey there, caveman. Great to see you. Everyone's getting a haze in there. Hey, Movie Hunter. What's going on, man? Good to see you. What up, Hunter? Hey, Steve. Hey there, look, everybody's getting there. Their groove on. Everyone's in the cafe now, pulling up stuff. Their little steelbooks about, ho. Nice. Here, Sham is here. Hello, Huck. How you doing? Happy birthday. Thank you. That's feeling to be 59. Like I'm 39. Because, you know, age is just a number. It's what you do with it. It's how you feel. It's how you treat your temple. Let's see. Nope, not seen anything this weekend. Yeah, next weekend, but not seeing The Accountant too. Dude, yeah, I caught The Accountant. I'm good. I found it during, I think, one of my swap meet hunts, so it was good. I liked it. So I'm actually supposed to see it tonight for the early screening. Oh, but that person hit my mom's car. Oh yeah, I had to cancel. Yeah, boo on that dude. Hope y'all are okay, by the way, Dave, and you and your mom after that car crash. Because man, I know those whiplashes can hurt. Like even days later, you'd be like, dang, my neck. I'm shocked at how often, more than I thought, I'm shopping at Barnes & Noble. Oh yeah, that's funny. Saying, hey, boom. Walmart must not have done good as they wanted on steals. I've noticed they don't have many Walmart exclusives. For sure. Maybe. I mean, who knows, bro? I feel like something happened, right? Because all of a sudden, all these steelbooks just boom. Well, and also Lionsgate was like starting their own website, so now they want to do cool stuff with their own thing. Her Walmart's got look at all this stuff. I got more of my local Walmart release. Nice, your dad's helping you with it. Cool, man. Do you like Larry Crow, where he starts working at the store? Maybe you can moonlight doing that. Just moonlight at the store and see when they put the stuff out, and then go snag it off the shelves for myself. Nice. Yeah, there it is. So there's the link for the James and KB Criterion discussion. Thank you, Caveman. So everybody copy paste that into a second tab. Get it ready. Hang on when the Huckster's done. Boom. Go check them out. Leave them some love, some likes and subs and all that good stuff. Now the Vestron Collector Series Blu-ray are Lionsgate Limited. Wonder if that's the only way to get them now. I don't know. Prince. Next Vestron title is May, number 32. Thanks, Guy. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what we do here, man. We share the love. We tell everybody about everybody. It's like, am I missing something? Morning, Mr. Nichols. What's good, bruh? Ain't seen you in a hot minute since our swap meet got slapped away from us, bruh. It's just gone. It's gone. It's okay. I know you're probably out there hitting all the other swap meets, but this one was right here. So easy. Didn't have to get up early. And then when I did go to the other one, Yeah, they didn't have. I found one table, maybe two when I was there, and it was just a bust. Like there was not like El Jefe wasn't there. Maybe they're all there now. What do you think, Ryan? Is there? Have you found any other good swap meets? But good to see you here, dude. I haven't seen you in like forever, but always good to see your name and face. Lionsgate limited exclusive, King of New York, and the Kill Bill Steals. Yep, those are on there. Planning to get my The Monkey June 25th. Nice, get it. Says Huck. Any articles? Oh yeah, Season of Us. So let's see. This is where I don't know if it's gonna work. So I may just have to read it. So yeah, are you first of all, we'll just cut to Jake. Are you a fan of The Last of Us? We were. I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was a very entertaining show. Oh, it's giving me some attitude because I have my pop-up blockers on and it's mad at me. Like now it's like freezing up the website. But it premiered to like 5.3 million viewers, which is 13% from the series launch. So that is pretty good. Let's see what other little, like I said, and these are things I found just before the show. So if you're a fan, it had a great opening for the show. Very well. It jumps ahead 5 years. I haven't watched it yet, but I know that jumps ahead 5 years, and it's sort of what's transpired since then. What else do we get? Sci-fi drama grew to 5.7 million. Oh yeah, so they're saying how the first season, the viewership just kept growing, like show to show to show. It just kept growing. And usually things don't do that. Usually they drop down. So the show really had an audience that stuck with it. I can't see it because of this pop up. Yeah, come on, Variety, go away. I'm not going to take my ads off. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. I definitely would love to talk about it a little bit more once I've seen it. So if you guys want a discussion of Last of Us, let me know. We can do that. I did learn a couple of cool things though whilst getting ready. And that is, again, can't pop anything up for you, but Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Hey, Ryan Gosling is going to throw his hat in the producer ring. And finally, I've said this for a long time. Anybody's been keeping track? The old huckster said it. As I said, one movie that is ripe for a really good remake is the original Killer Clowns, because like they were limited in budget and it's kind of cute and funny. It's not scary at all, really. It's just sort of, it's like some couple of shots are a little unnerving, but like they look really creepy. But because of budgetary reasons, there's only so far they could go. But I mean, it is a creepy atmosphere. Like the whole Killer Clowns thing is very creepy. And I thought, man, what if Blumhouse, although they're kind of hit and miss, but something like Blumhouse, that sort of like, or A24 now, maybe A24, 88 Films or somebody like that gets a hold of it and really makes it some Killer Clowns, like a real R-rated movie. And I don't mean don't go all Terrifier. I hate that crap. I'm not a Terrifier guy, but make it like a gritty, spooky, like really scary thing that these clowns, like each one is like really wicked. I would be so down with that. And to hear that we're finally, maybe, I don't know about finally, because nothing's been officially announced, but pumped about that. Like if Ryan Gosling, now it doesn't say anything about him wanting to star in it, but like I don't think he should star. It doesn't feel like a movie Ryan Gosling should star in, but if his star power gets it greenlit, oh, that would be super cool. All right, this thing isn't going away. Let's see. If I just, there it goes. All right, so like I said, tabs are acting weird, y'all. But what's another little fun bit? Reacher did very well. If you're a fan of Reacher, season 3 was another hit. It's like top rated show on streaming. Season 4 is greenlit. However, if you're a fan, we're gonna have to wait a little bit because they're doing a spin-off of his friend. What's her name? I'm trying to remember. Neegly, right? Remember Neegly? You got like this little, kick-ass girl that works with him. Neegly's getting her own spinoff show, and they're shooting that now. So she's getting the spinoff. And let's face it, the crew that's worked on Reacher, I'm sure that whole crew is working on Neegly, and I'm ready for that. I think that's great. I love her character. In fact, usually when she shows up in Reacher, I always feel like she's not in it enough. Funny thing is, will Reacher be in Neegly's show, right? Will he make little cameos for the sake of her show? So once they finally finish that, then they can start Reacher season 4. So we're talking about probably June or July, probably August. Yeah. So yeah, I'm all for that. So that puts probably Reacher season 4 in 2026 later in the year. I'd say from that September to December section. Well, remember the good old days, y'all, when every year we just got our show. Like show ended, the summer rolled around, it's all reruns, and then boom, it came back, and you're like, ah. And the funny thing is, those were 22 episodes. Now this thing is only like 8 episodes, and you got to wait a year and a half. Come on, y'all, speed it up. It's ridiculous. Let's see. What do I want to try? Hang on. All right, let me pop back in the chats, and then I'm gonna tell you about my 52-week movie challenge. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Eli, what's good, bro? Good to see you, man. Equalizer was my birthday. Year ago, Love Hurts released on nice February 7th. I remember that. The second movie, Equalizer, is my favorite because Pedro Pascal is in it. Ho, ho, ho. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I know his favorite bug. Look at her. She's like, oh, she's dying to tell you guys. She's like, oh. Did anybody even try to guess? If no one's even guessed, go ahead. I'm going to let Kitten Paws ruin it for you. Oh, wait, hold on. Eli's guessing here. Hey, Gwen, what's good? Huckster at this hour. Hello. Way too long. Way too long. Welcome. Love seeing your little face over there. Just puts a smile on mine. Yes, it has. And yeah, I'm doing a night show because I had to cancel the morning today. Ava Green or Halle Berry. 2 great guesses. They're both wrong. But I love that someone finally guessed. I'm at work right now, but while I'm here, smash that like button. Do it. Do it, kiddo. Smash that like button. Happy birthday, Huck. Thank you, buddy. Oh, birthday. Thank you. It was actually on April 10th, so I'm getting a lot of belated birthdays, so I appreciate that. Oops, sorry. Darkroom, what's up, bud? Hey, Hook. What is good, man? Darkroom reviews. Just check it out, y'all. Digging that. Everybody's pumped since Joel's here. Right on, man. But yeah, thanks for popping in, Joel. Darkroom, Eli Gwen. Hey, Preston. Hey, Sarah. My subs. Cool, 191 subs. Love Lego games, dude, right? I mean, come on. They're just so much fun. Like we love them. In the other room, we got so many Lego games, but I love that Lego Dimensions, man. I could go pop that in right now and lose. I always love playing with Superman, though. I'll tell you the truth, Joel. It's like I like Superman because he flies, so you can get from point A to point B easier than if you have a ground-based character. And also, like his strength and his laser eyes really come in handy for a lot of things. But once I fly to another section and land, then you just use the little, the remote and switch characters. And then, so if you want to play Mr. T, I say, because I love freaking Mr. T, you just bring Mr. T in and do some pounding. Freaking love that game. I'm having a few more sips of my coffee. Doing coffee this late? Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. Whatever keeps you in the room, Dave. How much coffee do you drink? Yeah, I actually had to give up coffee. Messed with my tum-tum too much, y'all. How are you planning to see Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith for the 20-year anniversary? When I saw the movie, I was just in high school, about to graduate. How am I planning to see it? Well, I don't know. I'll just go. Go to the theater. I mean, if I can, it also depends on what else comes out that weekend, what else I got going on. So, yeah, my temple craves soda. Yeah. What's your go-to, bruh? What's that go-to soda that only the dark room can handle? Let's see, what's my go-to soda? I do like the wait, which one is it's the Coke Zero. Yeah, so it's the caffeine, the Coke Zero with no sugar but caffeine. I like that. And the equivalent of Pepsi. That's right. I'm not a snob. I'm like the guy who likes Star Wars and Star Trek. That's right. You can love them both. I like Coke and Pepsi, which is good because my theater only has Pepsi. So if I need a cold drink, I can't be all like, no Coke. And then, no. In fact, anybody know what my go-to is? I'm not going to torch it. It's the Pepsi Icy. I got a large Pepsi Icy every movie I go to and just chug it down. Makes every movie sensational. What's your secret health in your life? My wife. There it is. I don't know if she's watching. If she did, it's her, man. That woman, man. She keeps me healthy. She keeps me always like, hey, you walk the dog. She feeds me good food. I mean, look at this temple, man. It's like a keg down there. I ain't got no six pack, but I got a pony keg. But yeah, man, she feeds the family well. I will live longer thanks to her. Yep. Nice. Good job. Have you seen Ali Sheedy movie High Art? No, that's so funny you bring that. I have not. I remember when I was watching the documentary Brat. Or Brats? Was it Brat or Brats? Because it's Brat Pack. The one that all the Brat Packers made. And I want to say when Ali Sheedy popped up, I just started IMDbing her and that popped up and I was like, oh, High Art, I need to see that. So I have not seen it. Did you like it? I have so many movies I've been buying lately. What? A lot of boutique stuff from Arrow, Criterion, A24. What, you out of your mind or something? And nice job. No, but good on you, man. You got to get that collection built up. There's a few releases from Umbrella Entertainment I've been eyeing to. You keep on eyeing them. Don't you walk away. Fill that cart. Gwen, are you on Instagram? Yes, Gwen is on Instagram. What are your favorite current Goodwill stores? I only have one next to me. Well, yeah, I only have one next to me, but there's another one a little further away. And man, the one near me sucks. Everything near me sucks. It's just no good. I went in there 2 days ago, right after the movie, as a matter of fact, when I went and saw Drop. It's right next to it. So I went across the street, boom, went in there, and literally they just have, like, see one of my racks behind me? Yeah, not even that. Like half of the rack had movies in it, and they were all DVDs except for like 7 Blu-rays, of which all I had, except for Nice Guys. But I'm not gonna lie, I just liked Nice Guys. I didn't love Nice Guys. I know you guys are gonna yell at me for that because I think everybody seems to like that movie a lot. But I just felt like it was missing the mark a little bit. I do love Shane Black. Like, I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and his stuff's always a little off, which is fine. I like things that are off. But I don't know. It just, I don't know. Y'all let me know. I think everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. I love that movie. Or is there somebody else who's like, I feel the same way. I liked it, but it was just okay. But anybody else with Nice Guys, Ryan Gosling, and our boy Gladiator, Russell Crowe, those two guys. Anybody? Bueller. I just learned that small surgery. Oh, is that right? Oh, that's cool. Can you describe what it's like going to the movies in 1986? Would you go with a friend? Would you buy a snack bar? Did you Armed and Dangerous in the cinema? I didn't see Armed and Dangerous in the cinemas, but it was great. I mean, look, I'll tell you, I kind of like this question. So 1986, I mean, that was a sweet spot. I was just out of high school already, and we had like a couple of big cinemas. We had like Cinema 11. It's called Cinema 11, and the Segan 10. So that's when like the multiplexes was really kicking into gear, because just prior to that, we the biggest places we had had 4 cinemas. Like, one of my first jobs was this place called University 4, and it was near our college, LSU. It was like all the college students would go to this theater and watch movies. And so it was just tons of fun. Like, there was excitement. I kind of love the feel I just got wafted by, but the feeling of going to movies in a different time, and certainly in the 80s, was great. And I usually go with friends. Like, I go to movies now more by myself, just because I don't mind. I don't mind sitting and experiencing the movie by myself, mostly because a lot of people don't want to go. And so I'd rather go by myself than not go at all, right? But back in the day, yeah, well, all my friends would go and we would like see multiple, movies sometimes. And just looking at all the people, like there was just lines of people. I don't see lines of people ever anymore. And look, it's not because you can reserve your seat, because you can still have long lines of people coming in and filling it up. I just don't see that anymore. And you look up, and I don't know, there was something about not even knowing what you were going to go see. You just were going out to the movies, and you just look up, harumph, and you were just like, oh, I'm going to go see, like, Above the Law with Steven Seagal. I don't know why that popped in my head, but literally, I'll tell you why. Because at Cinema 11, they also used to hang posters from the ceiling out where you would walk. So that they would take the poster and I think they would fold it right at the top and then slip it into those like compressed cardboard ceiling squares, those things. And they were, held in little metal catches, right? And they would just put each poster, and it was kind of a great visual because you'd have just all these posters just kind of swaying whenever people would open the door, or if there's an air conditioner going, like the posters are moving a little bit, and you'd look up and it's kind of this cool, it's a little bit like this, like up here. So like hanging from my ceiling there, I got all my those are all my lanyards from all the Comic-Cons that I go to. So it's a little bit like that where they would put art and stuff, on the ceiling. So anyway, cool question, man. Thanks. Yeah, I just remembered all that, and yeah, man, I don't know. That's where my love kicked in. That's where it all started. Just being in that cinema, going in there, and I could drive. Of course, I could drive myself, to and from home, and it was always a gas. Just loved going in there, and sometimes not knowing what I'd see, and many times I would know. Like I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark aired at that theater for over 1 year. And it was still doing well on the weekends. I remember talking to the theater guy, and he was, and he did there was a newspaper article, which I have a copy of somewhere. And it was it was like 61 weeks. So it was a little past a year. It says Raiders of the Lost Ark rides off into the sunset, celebrating its run. And the guy said it was still doing good on the weekends and at midnight movies and stuff like that. So Twilight columns. Yeah, they hold things up. Instagram, I'm gonna keep it down low. Yep. Yep. Just keep it on down low. I don't care for the show. Love the games. I don't care for the show. Is that Reacher? I've been yakking about so many things. Joel, what was it? What was the show that you don't care for? I feel like I've only talked about Reacher, and I don't know any games with Reacher. But let me know. I'm sure I said something, and I'm forgetting what show it is. And Blue Sky. Killer Clowns remake. Why? Because you knew it was coming, KB. They can't come up with fresh content. So if you're gonna do a remake, do it with something you can do something with. If it was already good, well, I mean, this is up for debate, right, KB? If it was already good, why mess with it? It's debatable whether this movie is good. A lot of people don't care for it, and it's kind of a cult classic and stuff like that. But I do feel like this is a movie you could go nuts with and have a really fun time. Like, actually, what I would do, KB, for the intro, here you go. Look at these things. So the cartoon version, these are the magnets I got from Spirit Halloween. Like the cartoon versions of these are fascinating. Like, I don't know where these came from, but this isn't at all what they look like in the movie, nor is there a cartoon with these characters. But the animated versions they put on a lot of their merch, I love them. I love the animated things of this. So what I would love to see, if they did a movie, is have an animated opening with those characters. So if you've ever watched a Pink Panther movie, or if you've seen Grease, the movie Grease opens with an animated intro, or movies like that, I think there would just be something about taking all this IP that we've been immersed in since the 80s, since this thing came out. Certainly more recently than ever, we've been getting like stuff at Spirit Halloween with this movie. I'd love to see somehow, or a short before the movie, or maybe it's if you buy the Blu-ray or 4K, there's a short with these animated characters, and you only get it, if you buy the physical media. Huckster's onto something. But yeah, I know why do they ever make, anyway, gosh, I don't even remember how long I joined YouTube. Yeah, right. Killer Clowns. He had to say it again. It was just eating at him. I got the steel book too, Sarah. It's a good steel book. Probably one of my favorites. Down for live stream, just guess. Your Last of Us. For The Last of Us, yep. Let's see. I'm intrigued by Killer Clowns remake because it's produced by Ryan Gosling. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it'd be in good hands. I think so too. What? All right. Sarah says, if you're on a spaceship from here to Mars, but had to watch 90s rom-coms, the only way there and write 3-page essay on one, which one would I write about? I don't know. 90s rom-coms? Just because this, I don't remember the year. For some reason, rom-coms from the 90s don't pop out. Hitch? Was Hitch in the 90s? I'll go with Hitch because that's the only thing pops in my head. Yeah, I remember you said no clowns for you. Nice. Season 3 is good. I liked it. I've heard that the Reacher show is much better than Tom Cruise movies. It is, Gwen. Look, I'm a Cruise fan. And I'll say the first Reacher is good. The Tom Cruise movie is good. Second one, and I hate to say it because it's my boy Tom Cruise, it feels phoned in. Like it just, and I don't ever say that about Tom. Tom never phones anything in, but it felt phoned in. Like some of the just action, it just felt kind of tired and late. I don't know. I was just kind of like bored by the second one, but man, all 3 seasons of Reacher are bangers, man. And of course, Alan Ritchson's built like a brick shit house. He's just so huge. And that is how the character is written in the book. So he is more physically akin to the character. So check out season 1. I mean, season 1, it's a great, in fact, my wife says that's her favorite. So it goes 1, 3, 2, or something like that for her. But season 1 is a great gateway. If you want to know whether you like Reacher or not, it'll be because of season 1. That's a great season. I highly recommend that. Is that the lady from the first season? Because I really liked. Yes, that is the lady from the first season, and she's been in every season, so it's the same one. I don't know. I'm gonna skip that one. It's too much brain power right now. I'm gonna be so mad if I have to. Sorry, Stacy. If I have to wait 2 years for a second half season of The Last of Us. I know. Sometimes we wait forever for our stuff. Oh, would you like to have There Will Be Blood as a musical, or would you like to have Chicago as a comedy but no songs? Chicago as a comedy. Absolutely. I do not want to see There Will Be Blood as a musical. It sounds awful. So yeah, let's do a comedy. Hey, Eli. Okay. Yeah, Xena on a top. A great guess as well. I will say this, Caveman, you're getting warmer. If that helps you all guess, Caveman guessed Xena on a top, Famke Janssen from GoldenEye, and I will just say you're getting warmer. To everybody, if you're a Bond fan, Fish, come on. Steven was here, he'd know. It says, I don't know all the James Bond girls, so I really can't guess. Halle Berry. Oh, that's okay. Reboot The Hidden? I don't know well enough to reboot that. Huck, any advice on how to bump up those watch hours? On our shows that we like, that we want to see get more views. I mean, I don't know, just, personally, you could just get the word out like this and say like, hey, watch Reacher. I hope I'm talking about the right thing. Because again, I do get sidetracked in my brain so easily because I talk about way too many things. Watch hours on your favorite show. Another way you could do it is also when you leave, if you leave your house, keep the TV on and hit play, on your show, and then let it cycle because it'll keep cycling through that show. Because I remember I met the guys who made the Toys That Made Us. And the Toys That Made Us guys, they're really great, super funny dudes, and super great to talk to. And they said, look, do us a favor. Everyone here, you said you've already seen the show. That's great. When you get home, put the show on and leave it in the background. So if you're doing the dishes, or you're mowing the laundry, Wow. Mowing the lawn, doing the laundry. That's maybe I do them both at the same time. Just throw stuff right under the lawnmower. Out it goes. Done. Instant fold. Put it on in the background and let it keep cycling through, because it's the watch hours that help get those shows picked up for another season. So as soon as I heard about that, I've done that to a couple of shows before. Like when I work, I have a TV behind me. So if I'm thinking about it, I'll just put the volume on low, do my work here, and just sort of let it, play some of my faves in the background so they get some hours built up. Nice. Nope, no sodas. Coffee though, man. Mr. Pibb, they call me Mr. Pibb. And Dr. Pepper are my favorite sodas of all time. I know the Pibb and the Pep, they're very similar, right? In their sort of flavors. Okay, hold on. I don't know. Stacy on that. I'll not answer that one. Oh, you're making me blush. Yeah, girl, you're gonna keep me alive too long. You'd be like, he's still here. Cherry Coke. Nice. I love that Pepsi Icy. So good. So good. Ginger ale. Nice. Look, I'm getting everybody's favorite drinks. Highly recommend High Art. Nice. I was tipped off to some new information about a special. Oh, really? All right. Well, I will watch it first. I'm not a big blind buyer. We can talk about blind buys if y'all want. But I do have another thing over here. Let's see, to chat about. Let's see. Hold on. What else we got there? Okay. All right. We'll do that. All right. Here, let's switch over to it. In just a couple here. Reboot Get Smart Again? Nah, because I guess, you can't get better than Steve Carell. And if that didn't get it going, I think we're good. It's a good question, though. Let's let it go. I've been watching Rocky movies. Started them on Friday. Noise. Love them Rocky movies. All right, so what do you get? You get the blueberry, my all-time favorite, since grandparents always give me the theater. Oh, sorry to hear that they passed. But that's a lovely memory, though. They gave you that little blueberry ices, man. And so that's your go-to. Makes you think of them. I love that. Yes, Goodwill for DVDs. Steelbooks. Always pick up those. I wish I had more at my Goodwill. There were massive lines at the drive-in last weekend. Oh, what? From Minecraft at the drive-in. Dude, I can see that. Drive-in. There are no drive-ins left here yet all, for sure. Yeah. Stacy, I'm just skipping over some of your stuff because, again, I've got so much brain power I can use. Yes. I have a question for you. Here you go. It says, I have a question for you. Is Gal Gadot a really good actress and deserve a Walk of Fame awards? A Walk of Fame? Probably not. She just hasn't done enough to be a Walk of Famer. She's done Wonder Woman, and that's really her claim to fame, which I don't think is enough for, Walk of Fame. You got to be like a pretty big star. Like a lot of the Marvel actors, I think, are getting there. Certainly Robert Downey and Chris Evans. I actually don't know if either have a star. I feel like Downey would probably have a star. But, and Scarlett Johansson definitely building up to getting a star. She may have already had one. I think she's pretty ripe for a star. Okay, let's go back to my graphic. Here we go. So we're going to talk about the 52-week movie challenge. Let's go to full view on here. Bam. So week 15 of my 52-week movie challenge, for those playing along, is it stars an actor or an actress born on your birthday. Now, it's not the exact year. It's just any actor born on your birthday. And a few actors that have been born on my birthday. I've got Mandy Moore. I've got Daisy Ridley, David Harbour, Steven Seagal. Yeah, 2 days later is Jackie Chan. Yeah, 2 days of April 12th. No, I couldn't have Jackie Chan. I got to have Steven Seagal. Anyway, look, I love early Seagal. I'm not ashamed to say that. Everything from Above the Law right up to Under Siege, I'm a huge fan of. Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, Under Siege, let's go. There's a box set ready to happen right there. I'm all in. as soon as Under Siege is, that's it. That's the last good one. No, Glimmer Man is not. That's when he was getting fat and he was hiding behind filing cabinets. No, as soon as he's hiding behind things to hide his gut, it's over. He was still lean and quick and nimble in Under Siege, and you got crazy Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones. So that's it. But here we go. I digress. David Harbour is the one I picked, and I had to, of course, pick a movie that I either had or could see for free. And I weirdly don't have any David Harbour movies on physical media. And I couldn't see anything for free because a lot of them you had to charge for. So the only one I could find was on Netflix, and that was We Have a Ghost. I think there was another one with him also on Netflix. But this is the one I picked. And ironically, this is directed by Christopher Connors. What does it say it here? Christopher Landon, who also did Drop, the movie I saw this weekend. So he also did Happy Death Day and Freaky, right? It says the top poster. So, it has some of his secret sauces, but here's the thing. So I gave it 3 stars on Letterboxd. Anybody else seen We Have a Ghost? You got Anthony Mackie, right? You got Captain America / the Falcon hanging out with the Red Guardian. So that's cool. The cast is very good. It's a good cast. Jennifer Coolidge shows up for a hot second to play like a medium because she needs ratings for her show. And of course, David Harbour scares the crap out of everybody. Then, that's the last you see of Jennifer Coolidge. But it was a strange mix, this movie. Like, it was like, I chose the top photo for a reason. Like, there's David Harbour kind of being goofy, like, whoa, he's doing the ghost stuff. But really, at the heart of this movie, it's not that at all. Like, the trailer for this movie is very misleading. The trailer, they show all the goofy stuff, right? They show him doing that, and they show the wife going, screaming, when she sees the ghost. She makes a funny face and spins around, and then everyone's doing that on YouTube. Like the mom becomes a meme because she does a really broad, funny face and spins around and screams. And so people start doing that on Facebook or whatever, YouTube or TikTok, whatever. And that's actually funny, But the thing is, at the heart of it, it's so the son of Anthony Mackie, right? He's kind of sad. He's depressed because the family's always moving. Hang on, let's go up a little bit here. Just now that we've seen that there. And they're always moving and never settling down. And Anthony Mackie's character is aloof, right? He can't lock down a good job. He does pyramid schemes, and he's trying to always find a quick buck. And when the kid finds a ghost in the attic, what does he want to do? Anthony Mackie wants to start a YouTube channel and make millions because they actually have a real ghost in their house. And it does start to work. He gets notoriety and starts getting millions of viewers and all that jazz. So we'll never get doing movie content, I'll tell you that. But at the heart, it's the kid wanting to just settle down and sort of have a happy home, which he's not really in. And he's kind of finding a friend in David Harbour, right? And David Harbour's character can't speak. Like the way he died, he can't remember. And he's traumatized, so he can't speak or remember how he died. And I won't tell you what happened, right? That's the twist. It's not a huge twist, but it's a twist. And so the movie's about the little kid wanting to help David Harbour to find out who he really is and what happened to him and all that. That's the heart of the film. That right there. All the goofy ghost stuff is just a little sidebar to make you laugh a couple of times, which is all right. But that's also what makes the movie a little too long. It's like 2 hours and 7 minutes, although it does have the typical Netflix credits that are probably like 10 minutes long. So I do feel like if you shaved about 10 minutes, maybe even 15 off this, you'd be fine, because it's not the kind of movie that needs a 2-hour runtime. Some movies you say, oh, we could have used a little bit more for explanation and stuff. Like, there's a scene, no lie, in this film, as he's trying to go find what happened to David Harbour, we'll just say that, there becomes like people are looking for him, the kid, like he's been kidnapped by the ghost, and suddenly there's a police chase in a car that's completely unnecessary. The only reason for the cop chase is to just inject a little action into this film, but it doesn't belong in this film. It literally like, oh, okay, this kid can drive good enough to evade cops. He's probably 15, 16, this kid. He's old enough to drive, I guess. He looks young. But that was my disconnect. So it was a 2.5 for me because it was just kind of waffling the two genres. But because I felt like at the end it really stuck the landing with the heart and the kid with David Harbour and his dad, like it boom, 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 check mark, check mark, check mark. It did all the good stuff. So if you haven't seen We Have a Ghost, it's a good little watch. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But, for fulfilling my 52-week challenge and somebody born on my birthday, which is April 10th, I picked David Harbour, and that's the movie I saw. So y'all let me know if you've seen We Have a Ghost and if you liked it. The Last of Us he's talking about. Oh, okay. Thanks, bud. So it was The Last of Us. Okay. I dig. Yeah, it's not everybody's thing. They're referring to The Last of Us. Oh, yeah, thanks. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, Reacher video game? Yeah, The Last of Us video game. Yeah. Here we go. I'm not going to read out loud. Here we go. We'll go Ace Ventura. We'll do Ben Stiller from Dodgeball, and Paul Rudd from I Love You, Man. There's my 3 movie characters. How's that? I'm gonna skip that one. Secret of My Success, rom-com. Yeah. Was that 90s though? I thought that was 80s. They were asking for 90s. Hold on. Hang on, I gotta keep going, man. I'm losing steam. You gotta hang with me, sir. Stacy, see, can't get name straight. Reacher 3 Tom Cruise trailer is playing. What? Tom Cruise is making a third Reacher? I think after this TV show, that's a mistake. Like, Alan Ritchson is a way better Reacher. Tom needs to move on. So that's fine. It's hard. Yeah, these are hard sometimes. All right, well, let's see what this says. Not a movie related, but what are your favorite LSU football games you have gone to? Bayou Bengal. I don't have any favorite games, oddly enough, because I never went too many of them, but I watched a lot. I got Last of Us Blu-ray. That's cool. Here's my favorite Bond girls. All right, we got Severine, Paris Carver, Madeline Swan, Christmas Jones, Miranda Frost, Electra, Michelle Yeoh. Well, I will say that my favorite is on your list, Dave. How about that? Oh, you think the sitcom Powers That Be needs a DVD or Blu-ray release? That's cool. I think Darkroom Reviews meant watch hours for his videos. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. So what do you recommend for watch hours? So I think hours, when I think hours, I think TV shows. So like minutes, like watch minutes. What's a good, I mean, really just dropping videos on a certain day regularly helps. Like I do my Tuesday thing every Tuesday, whether it's night or day, I do that. And I'm always dropping movie reviews on the weekends, stuff like that. And then once in a while, I'll do like some custom consolidations on a Friday. So that kind of helps with a little consistency. If you're still here, pal, hopefully I didn't drive you away with my silly talk about Netflix leaving the TV on. But yeah, I think that's about the best thing I can come up with. Also, when you fill out your videos, you can do search words, like hot words and the tags and stuff, and just try to come up with as many tag words as you can. I think you get up to 500 letters or words, whatever it is. Just try to fill it with as many comparable words that relate to your video, that when people are searching, those algorithms are locked into the search and your videos will pop up. That helps. Okay. Anyway, come on back, bro. Oh, you're re-editing your entire letterbox. That's cool. Tiana, what's up, baby girl? Hey, look at it. Look at that. Do you have a favorite Fast Times at Ridgemont character, character in scene? Well, Spicoli, hands down, is my favorite. And he's like, anything Spicoli where he just walks and he's like, "Hey, bud, there's no party in here." He's got like a bagel sticking out of his pants, or anything with Spicoli and Mr. Han. Mr. Han, oh, Mr. Han. Now I'm losing my voice. I sound like him. Oh, look at that, Tiana! Aren't you a lovely, lovely person? With a $6.99. Oh my goodness. All right, girl. You know how this goes. Got to get my twinkle toes going. Hang on. Ready? Set. Here we go. Come on now. That's right. I danced the whole time. That's for you. That's for you, because you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I dance for you, girl. I dance for you. Mm-hmm. You throw me some ducats, I'll twinkle my toes. Oh, that's okay. Look, don't feel like you're missing out, Sarah. I do the same thing, Like, these prices are getting unbelievable, and I've just sort of had to have a talk with myself. I said, "What's up, Huck?" I said, "Look, don't you freak out if you don't pick up a steelbook, man. If you don't get it, just let it go. Especially if you own the movie already. Like I said, like with Tombstone. I got Tombstone on Blu-ray. Did I get Steelbook? Nope. Do I look sad? No. Because I talk to myself just like that. That's what I said. That's how I conversation with myself. And I'm okay. I'm okay if I missed out. So just, do a little namaste there, Sarah, and just say, hey, I missed out on some Steelbooks. It's all good. And who needs thousands of Steelbooks? That's too many. Just give me like 27. All right, where are we at? Tiana, let's see. I can't wait for my drive-in open. You're gonna have a drive-in open? What? You want a crying game reboot? Ain't nobody want no crying game reboot. You know that. Yeah, because the mystery's already out. What do you think of Seagal having Van Damme at his birthday party? Planning a new movie. Let's see. Yeah, I think just when Seagal shows up at Van Damme's party, they'll just both kick each other in the face. No, on Deadly Ground, no. It's not good. Under Siege 2, mediocre. Although it is funny because you can get Under Siege and Under Siege 2 in a 2-pack, and I never watch Under Siege 2. It's okay. But Under Siege 1 is far superior. Taylor Swift's birthday is a few days before mine. Hers is the 13th. Yours is the 15th. Nice. Dude, you share your birthday with Christopher Reeve. I wish I had that same birthday, man. That'd be dope. Chris Reeve, man. Love that dude. So, Caveman, if you got your Christopher Reeve birthday there, and you're doing the Hucksters 52-week movie challenge, which Christopher Reeve movie do you watch? If you're choosing Christopher, we'll just leave Will Smith out of this. So do you go OG? Do you go Superman? Superman 2, maybe? Let's not ruin it with 3 or 4. They got their highlights, but it's 1 or 2, right? Then Somewhere in Time, and then something I didn't see until last year because of the 52-week challenge, where it's a movie based on a play, something like that. I forget the exact phrasing, but that was the thing. So I watched Noises Off. Oh, so funny. That movie's so funny. So to me, it would be obviously like Superman 1, Somewhere in Time, or Noises Off. Just depends on the mood I'm in. Do I want to see a superhero, a love story, or hilarious comedy? Because Chris is fantastic in that. Did I read about Christopher Landon having written Arachnophobia reboot? Really? Some more body horror about spiders attaching themselves? Oh, damn. I have not read that. Sounds wicked, though. What's better, High Spirits or We Have a Ghost? I don't know. I don't know if there's they're kind of in the same. It's been a long time since I've seen High Spirits. So hold on. Wolf. I'm out of water, y'all. I have no more drink. So I will just say we have a ghost because I just saw it. And it's more fresh in my mind. I don't remember High Spirits enough. I remember, again, being sort of on the same level, but it's not fresh enough to say it's better. Oh, you got Charlie Cox. Nice, Charlie Cox, but I don't own any movie. You can just watch one of the Daredevil clips, you know? Why not? Although, I mean, it's not really a Charlie Cox thing, but he is in Spider-Man No Way Home for like all of 2 minutes. So you could watch that movie, but it doesn't really count. And Dave is guessing Michelle Yeoh. Hat off to you, son. Yes, Michelle Yeoh is my favorite Bond girl because she's like his equal, man. She kicks butt. In fact, Michelle Yeoh brings her Hong Kong stunt team over to America to choreograph her own fight scenes so that they look cool, because if Americans choreograph it, it's going to look terrible with your rapid edits and close-ups. Not Michelle Yeoh. She's going to show you her skills to thrills, and they are awesome. So yes, Michelle Yeoh is my favorite Bond girl. Oh, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Can I interview Alfonso Ribeiro? Probably not. I mean, I'd love it if he would. Maybe I'll just reach out and see what happens. The one thing I will say, if the tariff makes steelbooks go up, I have to, book out of steelbooks for a while. I hear you. You like the voice that talks to the Huck. You know, when the Huck talks to the Huckster, it's good stuff. Oh, that's funny. So you watch the Bostonians? Now you like that as a Christopher Reeve movie? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not my high tier Chris Reeve movie, but let's see. To get the Christopher Reeve Superman box set before the new Superman movie comes out, and do a ranking of the Chris Reeve Superman and Man of Steel. But don't forget, Superman Returns. Can't do it if you're gonna throw in the Man of Steel. You got to throw in Superman Returns also, and then add that to the list. What does it say, buddy? Are you shaming me for having? No, bro. In fact, I'm actually envious and quite bewildered how you managed to acquire such a killer collection. You know, it's just how I cope with my own loss of having 38 steelbooks. No shame, you know that. But I'm really trying not to pre-order anything for July. That's a long time away, man. That's good. I know, save up. Oh, that's funny. Do I want a Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on 4K? I mean, I do. The rest, I don't even. The girls don't watch that, but I think it's hilarious. Do I need a 4K? Not really. Like I like the Blu-ray. It's chock full of goodies on it. So I'm cool with that. I mean, if they put one out and then it goes on discount, cool. But see, that'll be one of those FOMOs I don't feel bad about. If they put it on 4K and they never drop the price and I miss out. I got a loaded edition here, so I'm cool. You can be 42 and a half soon. Well, cool. Happy 42 and a half, man. I really like Michelle Yeoh as James Bond as the girl. Yeah, she's great, man. Okay, this is good. Over under. I like playing this game. Opening weekend, it'll be, I think, over. I think Michael B. Jordan has really crafted out an audience for himself. It's a spooky movie. Horror movies usually do. Well, I say they usually do, but I mean, Drop did like 6 million. Mediocre horror movies are very low. So I think you're really close, though. Because it's vampires, and are people sick of vampires? But it's a Michael B. Jordan vampire with, Ryan Coogler directing. I think boy, you picked the perfect number to argue over or under. Whoops. Hang on. Let's get some text up here to focus on. Oh, come on. There it is. Focus on that, Abigail. I think I'm still going to go just over. Even if it's 35.6, I still win, right? Oh, yeah. Street Smart. Yeah. That's it. It's the other one. That's my top 4 right there. Street Smart. I got to watch that again, man. I picked that up recently. I say recently, like probably 2 years ago. Still haven't unwrapped it, but I'll figure a reason to watch it. Maybe it'll work it into my 52-week challenge. Where's Brendan Fraser? Since he's won that Oscar, though. Well, I mean, he did get cast in the Batgirl movie that was canceled. So he had that. So now both him and Michael Keaton will never see the light of day on that. So,
Sorry, the quick question.
yes, dear. Hold on. Yes. Hey, y'all. All right. I let her know. If I fed my doggy, salute that man and his collection. Oh, make it count. Movie Hunter. There you go, champ. Have you ever done a Michael Caine impression? I couldn't if I tried right now. Like the Sam Rockwell. Yeah, Sam Rockwell's good at doing yeah. Michael Caine. So you have to find my Michael Caine. I don't have him right here. So you've got to find to see it's not, and it'll just end up turning into a Sean Connery. I'm Michael Caine. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with no. I'm only getting 2,000 June. Sean Connery, James Bond, Steel, but I mean that's a pretty big deal. Oh, Swordfish. I do love that movie. I'll probably pick that one up. And Gerard Butler cannot be beat at the box office. The man somehow has elevated his movies above straight DVD level for over 20 years now. What was his last one? Plane? Anybody see Plane? I didn't see that. I also had the dude that played Luke Cage. You know, that Marvel character Luke Cage. He was in that. Michelle, on her birthday, you've got Chris Rock and Miguel Ferrer. Those are 2 good dudes to watch movies for. This is going to be, okay, what will make more at box office? New Mission Impossible or Fantastic Four. Okay, here's an interesting thing. So, personally, like, I want to see Fantastic Four do well because it looks exciting. But I want Mission Impossible to make more. The last one, kind of like, I think the only reason the last one didn't do well is it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's a long time. So you get less viewings per day. You could literally add a whole nother showing if it was shorter, unless you, of course, put it into multiple screens. But this is presumably the last one, the swan song of Ethan Hunt and his crew. But he's also going up against Lilo and Stitch, the live action movie. So when you're going up against a juggernaut like that, and look, those don't, sell. I mean, I know Snow White was not the movie anybody wanted for a live action remake, but like, and Mufasa isn't technically a live action, but it's, photorealistic, right? So we're going to use that as an example. But, you've also got Aladdin. That was a live action with Will Smith. You've had, Cinderella and all these things. And they, Beauty and the Beast, all those have done very well. And then you got the Moana live action coming up. So Lilo and Stitch has a built-in fan base, especially people younger than me that sort of grew up with it as a kid. And now they have kids and they're going to want to see this with their families. So I hate to say it, but that is going to take a massive chunk out of Mission Impossible. I really wish they would just release Mission Impossible a week before so they at least get a jump on the Lilo and Stitch audience. Because I'll be honest, I feel kind of like Lilo and Stitch could make more money than Ethan Hunt. Because that's probably like a PG-13, maybe R-rated adventure. I don't know what it's rated. But you've got the moms and dads and all the kids going to see Lilo and Stitch. So that's a lot of ticket prices. So that said, I think Fantastic Four could make more unless it's just not good. Like, it looks great. I like the look of it. I like where it's going. I'm a little disappointed that Pedro Pascal looks like Pedro Pascal. I mean, he's always got that sort of the crappy beard thing going all the time. So that's just kind of his look. But then again, Eddie Murphy always has the mustache with the little thing right there. Like that's always his look. But I've heard things about Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm is sort of like, he's always been a little bit of a, a hothead, just like the Jessica Alba movie says. He's a hothead. He's kind of a ladies' man, kind of an alpha male, which is the character in the comics. But I've been reading things that they are toning down that personality part of Johnny Storm. And I don't know. I don't know what they mean. I don't know where they're going. Is it like he's lighter in tone and he's playing it safe. And I'm just like, I hope this was just projection and not real. Because if he's just going to be a watered down dude, I mean, the whole point of Johnny and Ben Grimm, I read the comics as a kid, and one of my favorite comics was always the Fantastic Four. Even when the Thing had to leave the team briefly and the She-Hulk came in, it was still a great comic book. Because then you got Johnny, who's always trying to come on to girls, trying to flirt with She-Hulk, and then she would always like never let him have anything, which was really hilarious. That's Johnny, though. That's Johnny. So if he's not going to be that, I think that's going to be a mistake. Chris Evans played it perfect to a T. That's right. I said it. I love the Jessica Alba Fantastic Four movies. I do. I think they're right. The tone is right. They get the relationships right. That is something the 2016 movie or whatever that garbage was. They never got that. Everyone just felt terrible. They phoned in. Reed Richards was awful. He leaves his friends when they need him the most. That movie was terrible. But the Jessica Alba movies, I'll fight to the stars for those. So this movie has to get those characters' tones right and then be a great movie. If it's a spectacle and looks great, but the characters are dull as dirt, Mission Impossible, baby. Mission Impossible. All right. Okay, I can't read anymore. I'll just read like this. That'd be cool. Oh. Hey, wife, if you're watching, can you bring me something to drink? Hang on, y'all. I need a drink. Sorry, hang on. I just need a drink. I don't want to walk out of the frame because I think that's terrible. There you go. The Star Wars versus Star Trek live stream that we're doing on Mike's channel. Yeah, DC. It's a perfect one too. So Good Will Hunting were made 80-90 million more. No, I mean, it's not built to be an action thriller. I'm not. There's a fantastic rom-com. Oh, thank you, baby. Look at that. She's so good. That's wife in town right there. Smooches. The sound of savior. You save me. See, she saves me again. Oh, y'all. That's good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that, Caveman. Yeah. So yeah, see, me and Caveman, we know back stuff with Christopher Reeve. They said, look, please do Superman 4. He goes, only if I get my pet project, Street Smart, done, which got Morgan Freeman an Academy Award nomination. I believe his first one. Caveman, would you concur? That was his first one. Let's see. Jennifer Aniston does Michael Jordan, Mahershala Ali, Babies Aquarius. Oh, those are fellow Aquarians. Nice. You rented Plane from the library and liked it. It looks good. It looks like a good movie. Make White Man again? Nah. One's enough. Hoss be saying, I find for Michael. Okay, I can't do it. Some men just want to see the world burn is a quote to find in the mojo. Want to see the world burn. Yeah, I wish I could pull out a good Michael Caine for y'all, but I just don't have it. I heard the new Mission Impossible movie is going to be 3 hours. Woo! Okay. I think it'll be fantastic. If they keep Fantastic Four short, like 2 hours or less, that'll beat it. That's so long, y'all. It really is. I love Cruise and I love the Mission Impossible franchise, but to end it with a 3-hour action movie, let's see. Collective, I'm doing it. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Going to IMDb, seeing what they say, what they clock it in at. Oh, they don't have it yet. On the IMDb page, they just have the year it's coming out, 2025. They don't have the rating and they don't have the time. So maybe they're doing some trims. Maybe. What would I name my cinema location? Huck's house. How about that? Let's go to Huck's house, y'all. But I feel like it's got to have the word cinema in it. Huck's Movie House. How about that? Huck's Movie House. There you go. And it should be like Huck's Movie House. That way people say, let's go to Huck's. Naturally, right? No one would go. Definitely want to see Lilo and Stitch. As a sorry, that's a great double feature. Oh yeah, you think? So they might have changed the direction where the movies went. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know that Cruise is good. He'll look at what went wrong and try to fix it. Yeah. I just think, because Thunderbolts will be coming out like May 4th, and then Lilo and Stitch, man, I think that's going to eat so much of its money. Because look, what happened last time, y'all? 2 years ago, it came out during Barbenheimer. It had 1 week, and the very next week was Barbenheimer, right? Pretty sure. And then like Oppenheimer took all of the 70 millimeter screens and the IMAX screens. So all those screens that were probably like, those extra like money-making screens were taken away from Mission Impossible. So even the great Tom Cruise, who didn't set up a deal with cinemas like Chris Nolan did, lost out on some good income. I'll do it, Hoss. Let's go, man. A Goofy movie. Gosh, not that I play Goofy, but that's my Goofy. See, I have a Goofy ready to go, but I don't have a Michael Caine. Michael Caine. No, still not there. So yeah, I'll do it. If the world needs it, who am I to say no? Key villain, yeah. I don't know. Sure. Do you think with China not having American movies anymore, do you think movies are going to lose more money? Well, they definitely will lose more money because China was it's a big market for sure for American movies, 100%, because they would only let certain ones there. So it would be probably the big ones, like, the Avatars and, is Minecraft over there? I forget if it's kicked in yet or not. If it's already kicked in, then I guess we're not getting anything over there. Thank you, Haas. Chiklis killed it as Ben Grimm. Yes, he did. I'm telling you, the whole cast killed it. I thought yes, Alba as the blonde, everybody's like, but look, Jessica Alba's hot. So seriously, who's going to complain about Alba? Let me see. Where's my Fantastic Four? It's way over there. Hey, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm going to show you the Huckster exclusive. If you go back on my channel, y'all, look at all my the customizations that I do, aka Huckstimizations, and look at this bad boy. Haas, this is for you, bro. Haas, I went and grabbed this just for you. So I made this, right? This is my cover, right? Because I combine like everything in here. So like you got this bonus disc that you had to get. It's got like all these great bonus features on it. You got the DVD right there, which also had stuff. Then you got the widescreen. There's a DVD version that has the extended cut on it. That's in here. There's the Blu-ray of the Silver Surfer, the Blu-ray of the original, and another. That's the one with the extended edition. So this thing is the ultimate Fantastic Four. So I designed the cover, designed the back, so you guys can see that. So you got the two movies right down there, listing out all the goodies. I picked these little images there, right? I'm pretty proud of this one, y'all. Pretty happy with that. So there it is, Fantastic Four Ultimate set. Because when you get this at Walmart, it's just the two Blu-rays when you get the double feature. Yeah, do you get it all chock full of this stuff? No, I do. See, that's one thing I love about doing those customs, y'all. It's just things like this. You know, it's my collection. See, this is my collection. That's your collection. If you want to do something like this, do something like this. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, who's going to come in and go, that is not the store-bought cover? Well, I'll have you know. Also, on the inside, I put the DVD cover so that you can see that alternate cover in there for like a reversible art. And then also slipped in here is the Blu-ray cover. I didn't toss it. It's in there somewhere. So yeah, there it is, man. Bring it on, Alba and team. Again, the family dynamic is spot on. They nailed it. Now it feels like they got it down. I mean, like Ben Grimm's like he's kind of a chef now. That's really a nod to the actor being on The Bear. So I hope that beyond him being a chef now, that he also has the Ben Grimm things. We better hear it's clobbering time. You know, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear Flame On. We better hear Flame On from Johnny. Like, those are the things you need, man. So we'll see. We'll see, y'all. We'll see. You're making me want to have some Pop Hut. Well, look, I mean, look, it's look, I use the small cans too. I don't go 12 ounces because I feel like I just can't do the 12, but you know, the little 8 ounce, whatever this, what is this? 8, 6, 7, 7.5, y'all. It's perfect. Perfect. Go to Mr. Deeds for the weekend or the Home Alone house. I'll go to the Home Alone house if Kevin isn't there. It's a decent house. I have no idea what I'd say for that one. And no, do I expect a Simon and Garfunkel biopic? There's biopics for everybody. I don't know if they're big enough. They're not like Elvis or, you know, I feel like we should get like a Madonna biopic. I mean, there's somebody who's sort of still a current legend that you could do, or maybe if they wait to, I mean, like Simon and Garfunkel's still around. At least one of them is, right? Are they both still here? I forget. That's the rumor you're hearing from John Campia's show. Yeah. Campia is good. I watch Campia. Oscar nominee, best word. Yeah, what I tell you. Morgan Freeman, best supporting actor. Ginkgo biloba's kicking in. People are like, what? Let's see. You have a good night, Huck. Thank you, sir. I'm going to be watching the season finale of Daredevil Born Again. You go get it. I got to watch that too. Hoss, what's up? Saying Keith David admitted he was the Thing at the end of The Thing. John Carpenter's walk of. Oh, did he now? Oh, did he? Is that what he wanted? Because even, look, well, here's what I love, right? I don't know, Hoss, if you've seen this. So, is people have been talking about that because Carpenter was there. And if you look at the two, there's two ways to interpret the scene. So Kurt Russell's there, and when he's breathing, you see the frost coming out of his mouth. Keith David sits there, there's no frost coming out of his mouth. However, earlier, there's a thing where they say, don't share food or drink, eat out of cans, do your own thing. So that way we know it hasn't been contaminated or poisoned by, you know, the Thing or whatever. And so at the end, Kurt Russell takes a swig of the Thing and then hands it to, well, I don't know. No, he doesn't take a swig. He offers it to Keith David to take a drink, insinuating that it could be gasoline. Like, this isn't in there. I haven't seen it for a while, but it's not gasoline. But if it is gas, he takes a swig and he's fine, because the alien cannot detect the fact that gasoline is bad for him. So if he drinks it and doesn't react like we would if we drank gas, Kurt Russell's character laughs a little bit. He has a little moment right there, right? So if that's the case, then Kurt Russell's the human. I don't know, it's crazy, y'all. But so that would track though. So that would track. If David Keith says that he was it, I think if you do that and he didn't have frost coming out of his mouth, he could be right. He could be. Let's see. What's my favorite comedy that has an animated credit scene? Well, I think I just teed it up earlier. I'll go with Grease. I mean, it's a musical, but it's hard to think of too many comedies, although the Pink Panther movies. So I will go Pink Panther Strikes Again. One of the funniest movies of all time. Gene Hackman, recommendation for anyone, The Package in Absolute Power. Yes, sir. I watched The Package for my Gene Hackman week. When I watched the Gene Hackman movie. Phenom. So good. Let's see. Oh, so we have an R.I.P. Nikki Katz from Dazed and Confused. Oh. And the Limey. That's a really good packaging, Hook. All right. Let's see. Do you have the Blu-ray Roller Coaster? No. Roller Coaster, look, I'll be honest, Stacey. It's okay. I did a whole month of disaster movies a few years ago on my channel. In fact, I did it for April, my birthday month. And I watched all the good old school stuff. I watched all the airports. It's Airport 77 or 75, 77, and Concorde. Watched all those. I watched Earthquake, Poseidon Adventure, Roller Coaster. And Roller Coaster was just okay. It was just like, what? Like, first of all, hello, can we have a few roller coaster accidents in this movie? There's one right at the beginning and near the end. That's it. Just two. And they're not even that spectacular. So a little let down in that regard. So yeah, I don't need a Blu-ray of that movie, unfortunately. Yeah, you think, oh, okay, let's see. Hospital like that's a Fantastic Four, a nice Fantastic Four set. Indeed, brother. You won't probably get the 4K, so that probably nicest copy. Yep. Dude, when I saw that 2-pack, I'm like, cool. Just give me some nice HD of both of those movies. And look, maybe before this one's coming out, I'm gonna double feature this bad boy and see if it lives up to it. I know we got us a girly Silver Surfer. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that. It's probably gonna look hot as Silver Surfer. And you got the real Galactus with the helmet and all that jazz. That's rad. So there will be things I'll be excited to see for the first time in this iteration. Tim Story is an underrated filmmaker. There you go. Looking forward to that. Austin's like, I hear they want to replace Donald Trump with adult Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone 2. You like digitally change him out. I should start doing soda pop ads for the channel. Make them sponsor me. Yes, very good. I have no opinion on that. 29 likes. Come on, y'all. We've been going like 2 hours. It's epic. It's a nighttime show. Gosh, you got to get us to 30 likes. Come on. I know some of you out there, you're watching right now. It doesn't cost you anything. Just like Caveman says, it costs you this. Click done. You can walk away. You're like, look what I did. I'm amazing. I got him to 30. You could be the one right now that gets me to 30. Say, Huck, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to be that guy. Like all night, I've been just waiting for you to get to the cusp on the edge with 29 so I could go click and make it happen. Still says 29. Somebody's going to be that person. You get to take home, say, Huck, I was number 30, and I shall praise thee. Mr. was underrated. John Travolta, Vince Vaughn, Steve Buscemi thriller. Is it Domestic Disturbance? I don't know if I know that one. I heard the theory on the Thing ending. I feel like Russell could be worn out after all the commotion. Is just sitting there sharing a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, I know. It's actually just kind of funny. I think they're both human, and that neither of them is the Thing. But look. So I'll say this too. Has anyone seen the prequel that they made that came out recently? Y'all, I love that movie. I thought it was so good. Yes, it had some of the CGI stuff, which I wasn't a fan of because I'm so impressed with I love practical effects, especially when Rob Bottin gets a hold of it, or Rob Bottin, however he says. There's no I on there, so I always go Rob Bottin. Dude gave us RoboCop, and he gave us Tim Curry's Darkness from Legend. He's just such a creative artist, man. And all those practical effects with the heads and the thing. I wish there was that, and I heard they had that. They wanted to do that for the new movie, but of course, the studio steps in like CGI everything. I'm like, blah. But aside from that, I was enjoying the movie, and man, if you haven't seen it, it's got the perfect ending. Now, I'm not going to say what the ending was, but I will just say that the ending is literally the beginning of Kurt Russell's The Thing. It is a perfect. The way it is set up was great. I was so impressed with that ending. I was like, hey, right on, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Hagman and Joanna Cassidy, they were great. Yeah, because he didn't care that he was already the Thing. He's right, He's like, yeah, this ain't gonna last long for you, buddy. Oh, boy. All right, so seeing the various roller coaster locations in the movie, including most at the final act, is filmed in Magic Mountain. Yeah, I know. Right up near me. I live up near Magic Mountain, actually. Really? There was a 3 Man and a Baby reboot with Zac Efron? Baby 3 Men with the 3 chaps back. No, because that movie is what it is, and they're all so old now. It's like there's some things you can bring back, like Top Gun. I don't know, you can do that, but I mean, like a comedy from the 80s. It's like, the kid would be 30. The kid would, be old. Like, yeah, what you gonna do? No one's gonna watch them run around. What's that? 30? We got it. We did it. Bow, bow. All right, y'all. Maybe I'll wrap this up. Y'all tired of me yakking? Probably he's like, Huckster, wrap it up. Blah blah blah. What else? We just been rapping, having a good time, y'all. I didn't even. Was there anything else I was gonna hit on? I talked about that. Nah, we're good, y'all. Is Thunderbolts in that? Is Thunderbolt? Well, Thunderbolts, I forget what the in that. Oh, hang on. Oh, pick a Val Kilmer 6 movie box set for his career. That's a lot, man. 6, but we'll just throw it out there. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Willow, Heat. Let's go Batman Forever. The Doors, and what's a one you don't see coming? What you guys got? Well, what will be the 6th Val Kilmer movie in the set? Let's do Real Genius. There you go. There's a 6. It just spans all these different genres right there. So Thunderheart in that. Well, I guess I didn't pick that. Yes, the way they tied things. Oh yeah, it was so good. I just love that. I was like, I thought the Thing prequel was good. One of the few that loved Prometheus as well. Yeah, it was good. I was down for the new stuff for the series. Now we're back to the reheated leftovers with Romulus. Dude, I felt the same way, man. I went and saw that, and it's like our greatest hits. Like, I get why it was a hit. Here's the thing: if you've never seen any Alien movie, it was a pretty freaking good movie, right? Because you don't know all the tropes that it just borrowed from. But the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Alien. Oh, that's from Aliens. Oh, that's even from Alien, Resurrection. Like the thing at the end looked a lot like the weird thing at the. I'm like, And then, of course, you bring the android back, which was horrible CGI, but whatever. And then, of course, one of the characters repeats Ripley's iconic line. I was like, oh my God, no, don't say it. Don't say it. It was very cringy. But if you've never seen any of the other things, it was probably pretty funny. Like maybe like, oh, get away from her, you bitch. Ah, it was funny. It was hilarious. But no, it's not, because he's literally stealing that from the Queen. And I mean the alien queen. I mean the Queen, Sigourney Weaver. So it was definitely, to me, a greatest hits movie that if you haven't seen any other ones, I can see why you like it a lot. But I'm with you. It was just like, it was very much a formulaic greatest hits. Just browsing through. I'm going to wrap this up soon, y'all. He said they brought back the young dorky high school kid from Bad Boys. Have a nice night. Thanks for the fun interaction. Absolutely. Thank you. You've kept my voice going, Stacy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna say The Real McCoy. I actually have it right down here. Picked it up from the Kino sale. But I wouldn't quite put it in that box set. It was good. It was good, but I didn't put it in the box set. And The Saint. What up, everyone? Dude loves movies. Cody, what's going on, man? Don't forget to roundhouse kick. Somebody must have roundhoused it to 30. That's for sure. Great minds think alike. You got it, brother. Well, look, let's just start to wrap it up. Cody, I'm sorry you just got here, bruh. I think we're about to say adios, muchachos and muchachas. You guys phenomenal. Yeah. Whew, let's do it. 2:15. This is what happens when you get on a night show run. What a good time, y'all. Thank you so much for just hanging out, doing what we do in the morning, but having a little bit more time to play with you guys and talk about crazy stuff. And got to work on my Michael Caine impression. That is a fact. But my friends, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for being here for the late night morning mug. It's been a pleasure. Join me next week, where I will presume to be here in the morning again. Look for my movie reviews all weekend and all that jazz. And go check out that video I just posted with Walmart having no media. It's terrible, y'all. Terrible. So feel my pain. Go check it out. And we'll chat to you guys later. Have a good night. Thank you to all my Cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a Cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.